perspective, I know the Second Amendment has nothing to do about hunting and everything to do about self-preservation, self-defense, and the right to defend yourself against your own government should the need arise. That's why it was put in there. Because back then, they realized what King George had done and said, we're forming what we think is perfection. However, should it ever falter, you need a method in which to become free again. So I've always been a believer. I'm a believer in carry. I'm a believer in everybody. I like the idea that the more people who are armed, the less likely you are to become a victim. Because criminals don't want to get hurt. What they want is the easy money. And they certainly don't want to take the chance of you having a gun and being able to shoot them. As a member of the House, we used to have complaints from people who used to say, they're not supposed to carry guns in the House, but there's at least 40 of them in there. And I used to say, and that's why nobody ever goes into the gallery and thinks they can shoot us, because 40 people are going to turn around and shoot back. So it is a deterrent to crime, whether we like to think so or not. I can tell you that I carry. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't have a problem getting a carry permit. If you want to know I have one, that's fine. You're just never going to know when I'm carrying one. I like that surprise. When they say in the Senate, all gentlemen can take their coat off, I never take mine off. You'll never know. But the whole idea is that, and Jeb's right, Washington, D.C., you have a right to carry a gun, in my opinion. Look at the crime statistics when they decided you couldn't have a gun. Look at Australia. When they took all the guns away, rapes went up, robberies went up, all kinds of things, especially crimes against the elderly, went up because they knew that they were fairly safe. My daughter was in England, and her apartment got, she was there for 6 months and on an exchange, and her apartment got robbed and they stole all kinds of things. So a week later, they get hit again. So I said to her, put a sign up that says, crazy American lives here, and you know how they are with guns. You know, all the apartments around her got hit 2 weeks later, but not hers. So people do have a concern about, well, maybe you do have the capability. So I think the Second Amendment's there for a reason. I don't think we should mess with it. And I don't think any state should decide that they can supersede the rights in the federal Constitution to defend ourselves.